Hey guys, this is Danny, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. In this video, I will be showing you how to build the interior of the farm factory. In the last video, we worked on the outside of the farm factory, and now we are going to be taking on the inside of the farm factory. Before we get started, if you have not joined the Discord in the description, make sure to do so, because it will give you access to the realm, give you a chance to be part of videos, get to talk to Redstone and myself, be updated on everything. You know, it's just totally a great thing. Make sure to check that out. So yeah, let's jump right into this. So to start off, what we're going to need to do is replace all of this grass here with birch planks, which I conveniently figured out beforehand. So yeah, just in case you guys were curious what, it is. It's just the coordinates, the fill that I showed you last time. And then for birch planks, you want to do planks space 2. So yeah, that is how to do that. So yeah, that is how we're going to start off today. But what we are going to do is build the track first, so then we don't have to dig underneath and do it afterwards. So let's start off with, we need to grab some of the spruce planks. We need the rails of every single kind, like that. And then we need a hopper. So we need to leave 1, 2, 3. You don't want to put it there. That's our water for the outside. Then we want to place one here, just like so. Now, after that, we want to place 1, 2, 3 to the left of that, so it's a total of 4, and go up 1, and we could fill all this in with rails, just like so. Now, what we want to do is we want to go to the other side. In a second, give me one moment. Go straight across. Go to the other side and leave a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, and place a rail right here with one down there on a spruce. And there should be 4 away. It should be in line with that. And now in the middle, we want to place hoppers facing down like this, just like so. Then we want to crouch or sneak, so then you can place your rails on top of these, like so. So there's that. That is the collection system we have here. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go underneath the thing over here. And we are... Okay. So once you have this first original block, you want to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And underneath this, I'm just going to use a lever because I feel like it'd be more convenient. We want to... Actually, a torch would be convenient here. Just put a torch right on this block of dirt. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th one should be a rail. Okay. So then what we want to do is we want to bring this down all the way straight to the end. So bring it down straight to the end. Like this. And make sure not to do that. So bring it all the way down. And we want to bring regular rails down until we are at this block right here, the second pumpkin. So we can break that down there and do it. So for any of you guys wondering about these rails, they may be different than from what you guys have seen from other people or from other things or from Stampy. When I went into Stampy's world, I made sure to check the exact locations of these rails. And this is where they were in his world. So, this is the most up-to-date for sure. So yeah, now what we want to do is we want to go to the end here with our rails like this. And we want to place 2 to the right of that. Not in the water. We want our water. Wait a minute. Dang it. This is the problem. I just realized that us doing that is going to ruin our sugarcane. I also forgot the string back here, apparently. So, life lesson, don't place it in there, because if you do, it will block the water, and your sugarcane will be broken. And I assume you guys don't want that. I have a feeling, I know I did it up here as well, on this side. Yep, there you have it. Don't do that. See, that is exactly why you don't. Now you know. In case you didn't do it. Also, we're missing wheat here, the things you find. So, I missed string as well. Look at me. Hopefully you guys didn't do this. I did a bad job. So, yeah. And I also don't know why this vine isn't growing. It's kind of weird. I think I broke it on accident. So, yeah, there's that. So that should go down all the way. And then you have 2 like this. Then on the third one, we want to not break that block, break there, and put a rail, like so. Then from there, we want to place 3 to the right of that. 1, 2, 3. And now here is where we're going to start going back this way. So this here goes down all the way. I think we could stop. Actually, it might be a good idea to stop there. And now if we jump over to that end over here, what we want to do is place a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over here, we want to place a torch with 1, 2 power rails, then 1, 2, 3, and this is where our ladder goes. It should be in line with the first hopper, like that. And then this down here goes across like that. Awesome. I missed this though. It should go back 2 more of regular rails like that. And this on the inside should go to there. So 1 block short. And then from here, it goes down all the way to the end. All the way into the end. Like so. And the rails on this side are a little bit entertaining. Okay, I think I have it. Yeah, there's only 1, so that's good. So if we drag these down, go to the first. Was the first? I forgot. How did I forget already? I'm this incompetent. It should be the first melon if coming from that way. This is where we have another torch right there. Just like that. And then this can go down to the end. Awesome. So now, behind here, we want to place a row here that goes across to there. Like that. That is correct. So we want to leave a 3 block gap from here. So 1, 2, 3. And then this should be a rail that comes down like this. Okay. And then we want this over here to be 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10. And then we want to go out an 11th and down 2 like that with 1 there. And then we have a power rail there. So let me, just so I don't forget that. And these are all regular rails, just like normal, you know, all normal rails. And this is all power rail. I mean, all regular rails, I think. I will double check, but this is all down like this, and it just connects up. Yes, it is all regular rails, just all the way down. Turn there, so that connects like that. And now, this rail, which stops where I was making this path, so this can come all the way down like this, like I had it. It's all regular rails, like there's no power rails or anything. It's all just regular. And then over there, it should be, let's start from here actually. We'll place 1, 2, 3 in front, power rail there. Connect this down like that, and then when you see this rail, connect it up. Just drag it up like that, and then it should look like this. And there should be no, you know, power rails or anything. And that is our rail system. A little bit complicated, especially hard to count when it's cramped under here, but we now have it. So that is a good thing. Now I didn't think this far ahead on what I should do next, but after thinking about it, I should I guess let's just do some, you know, let's do some torches, because why not? Who doesn't like torches from time to time? So for torches, we want to have torches at the 3 block level right here. And then we also want to have a torch at the 3 block level in the corner here. And then the corner over, not that corner, just like that. And on the back is elevated. So the back, we don't want to do that. However, There's also a slight detail that is weird, but you see this this melon right here? It should be on the entrance side on the left. This melon has been broken for the longest time. So if you walk in, it's just not there. So that's just a slight detail in case you guys are interested. There are a few torches up on this ring up here. Actually, before I miss this, so let me put that there with a torch on it, just so, you know, I don't miss that. I'm trying to get all the torches I can now so I don't forget about them later. Because there's a lot. And then if we come up here, at the end of all these spruce, where the spruce pillars come in, that's where we want to put our torches. Not there. Spruce. Spruce there, 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 there. Yep, so just, dang, like this all the way around. So guys, after some intense research, by intense I mean looking at my reference world, I found out I made a slight oopsie in the last video that I didn't even think I would have, but you know, so what I want you to do is place dirt like that, okay, and you may not understand why, but you'll know now, and then place dirt like this. So dirt like that. And then we also want to place dirt here. So basically box in all of your rails. Make sure it's all boxed in. So put the dirt there, and then the dirt here. And now what we want to do is, you see these slabs, there were slabs, but they're on the wrong spot. So to start off, what we're going to do is do this, and then you could fill that in like there. Also like that. So fill all this in out here. And these slabs that I put, they're not there to hold the water up. They're there to prevent the dripping. So yeah, well that's so then because what we would not like for sure is if all of our rails broke. Unless you're fast about it. But in case you're not, so now if you go fast, you won't have to worry about it. But just in case you're not as quick as this, you don't want your rails to break. So what we want to do is go through and replace all these slabs like that. If something like that happens, it would murder your rails. And that is what we don't want. Except over here. So I guess I have to be really fast over here because this is the only place I'm not prepared for it. And then I should be, yeah, I'm good here in case it happens. So yeah, this is the slight mistake. It's nothing too major. The only thing is that water destroys rails. That would be sad. We don't want that. So if you just do it quickly like this, you won't have to worry about it. But in case you're like me and you make an oopsie over there, that's why I told you guys to put the dirt up. Just in case. Better to be safe than sorry. Because if you break all your rails, you have to go back and watch the video. Which, who wouldn't want to go back and watch more of my lovely explaining of videos and tutorials and Stampy builds? But I assume you guys don't want to do that. You guys just want to make more progress. So now that we've done that, we want to go around with slabs now 2 blocks away like this. And this is, you see the drips? We don't want that. That's why he put, I'm a professional. That is why he put these slabs here, because we are not interested in the drippity drips. They're not wanted here. Maybe somewhere else we can have some drips, but here I would prefer that the drips are at a minimum. Unless you don't know how to place slabs properly. I guess then we want the drips. Why does it do that? I don't like this. Stupid ducko. Okay, we have all that ring around there. So that's good. And then we can go through and fix our dirt. We don't need the dirt anymore. Just bye-bye dirt. You can go. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. So yeah, with my inability of knowing where to start, we are going to continue with the, I say let's start with the farms over there. Would that be cool? What do you guys think? You think we can start with the farms? That sound good? Trying to procrastinate as my world loads up. My reference world, yes, awesome, good. Yeah, let's start with the farms over here. So what we want to do is go right over here, and we want to build a wall like this, And I just need to make sure the underneath. There'll be a lot of me jumping underneath to make sure it's like that. And so what we have here is that this is not like this. I'm dumb. We want to place that there. And you could see underneath. So we just want to go straight across. You don't want to fill in the underneath. So if you're on the bottom in the rails, you're going to want to see the birch down there. So you just want to go straight across like this and fill this all in nicely. So it may be a little, dark down there, but no one cares. Nothing can spawn down there. I wonder if spiders can spawn under one block. Can they? I don't think so. Can they? Do you guys know that? Do you guys know if spiders can spawn on there? I don't think so. Maybe silverfish. Well, then you never know. Maybe. I don't think they can, but maybe, potentially, they might. So yeah, once you have that, we want to go on the back, and we want to place 2 layers of spruce. So there's one there. And then we want to add one more. Just like so. In the front here, we want to have a layer that extends over like this, like that. So you can't get back there. And then we can just pile this all up to the next height as well. So all this can be piled up another layer like that. So you want to be able to see through there like this, but that's what you want. Then that should be like that. Now what we want to do is grab out our, let's do this first actually. So this doesn't get all the way filled in. You just want to fill in that right there. And then ladders, actually this should be 1 block higher. I'm 98.95% sure, yeah it should be. Yeah, that all should be 1 block higher. So that should be like that. And then this back wall. You don't want to fill all this in because this you'll see what we do in there, but we just want this wall to come out to there. Just like so. And then this layer is all that block is not filled in. This layer here is all at this height. All the way. Awesome. Looking spiffy. Now we get our ladders, and we want to place all of our ladders to get up here. It should be all 4 all the way up. Not all 4, all 3, not including the right one. I had a feeling it was wrong, but I just went with it anyway, and that's why I don't do that. So yeah, we want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks of glass. So if you count from this side, you'll get 6, and then you want to drag that across so it is 2 blocks high. And then another thing that we're going to want to do is there's a lot of little random torches, so be ready for those. So we want to break this out, put a torch. Then we want to put glass here at this level and drag it all the way down until the end. Not the end. Almost the end. Wait, is it the end? The end. Sounds like I'm ending off a story. That's the end. Okay, and then we want to drag this down and cover that glass. And like so. That's looking fantastic. Now if we get torches, which we have, we also need to grab a dispenser and a stone button. So we want to place a torch at the top layer. Leave a gap of 1 button, gap of 1 torch, dispenser under there with a water bucket. We'll need 4 water buckets so we could replace our ladder. So there's that. And then we have glass, so we could place this here and leave the middle 2 open. And then we put glass on. Let's not put glass yet. Hold off on that. Hold off on the glass. Then we have torch, gap of 1 button, gap of 1 torch, like that. And then fill it in, and then break the middle 2. Also, bucket of water. Okay, gap of 1. Torch, button, torch. Yeah, bucket of water. Make sure not to press it, because you won't like that. I can assure you. And now the last one, we want torch, gap of 1, torch. Maybe it's not the last one. It's not the last one, I guess. And then we have torch, button, torch. Nope, there are 5. I always thought they were 4. The more you know. And we'll need another water bucket, because I only thought ahead for 4. Just like so. So that is looking fine and dandy. Another thing that we're probably going to want to do is grab out a spruce plank and place it above the glass. So at this level, above the glass up here, drag that down. Then we want to, let me just see where exactly we're supposed to start. Another thing, we want a torch there and there. So we want one at this level, leave a gap. This will be glass that goes all the way down. And then another spruce plank. Just like so. Looking wonderful. Okay. So once you have that, this is what we are going to want to do. We need a water bucket still. Not a lava bucket, that'd be bad. On a water bucket, we need glass. And then we need dirt, soul sand. Where is our soul sand at? A hoe of any type. And then we need, actually, let's get rid of our glass. We'll grab that later. We need a nether wart, and then wheat, and carrots, potato, and beetroot seeds. So over here at the end, this is going to be our nether wart. So all the way at the end, we have our nether wart. Looking wonderful. Also, torches, we can place our nether wart temporarily and put torches on here. Didn't want to forget about those. Am I supposed to have a torch here? I don't think so. No. And then here. Then in all the rest, we want dirt. Good old dirt. Who doesn't love some dirt? And again, leave those middle blocks open. Those two. Those are not supposed to be there. So yeah, just make sure to fill them all in. Like so. So this is definitely a very complicated build to explain. So a lot of little details in this. Trying to, a lot of things tightly packed together. So I still don't even really know what I'm going to do next. But yeah, and then as I just started to do poorly, in these little gaps, we want to put water. Then from there, we can replace our dirt. That's fine. Cover it with glass. Because when we push our button, the water will come out. And we only want it to break these crops. We don't want it to spread through the whole thing. So we want the water to break the crops, drop it in here, in this little thing. And then our minecart will pick it up off the glass. Nice and convenient. Nice and factory-like. So there's that. And then the first one here, as you guys may or may not, or probably guessed, the one all the way on the end here is going to be wheat. So this is our wheat. If you guys really want to bone meal it, if you are impatient, and I know some people don't like to leave it, I'll leave it. I'm okay with it. That should be wheat. You guys can do what you want. The next one, as you guys probably may not expect, unless you're familiar with this, then you do know. But the next one is going to be beetroot. Tried to get you there. It's not potato. It's beetroot. So yeah, the next one is beetroot. Then the next one here is, I don't even know yet. It is carrot. So this one here, we want to fill in as carrot. Like so. Look at that. The spot's just popping in out of nowhere. And then the last one is going to be more beetroot. I mean, potato. Or unless you want to put more beetroot. I guess you can do that. It's up to you. It's technically your build. So, yeah, potato. The last one is going to be the lovely potato. This is the last one of dirt. And then over here, which I didn't finish doing because of torches. Then this over here is going to be our nether wart. And those are all of the farms, looking fine and dandy and wonderful. So yeah, actually, while we're at it, let's put a torch at the end here. There used to be a chest here, by the way, but it was not there. So for anyone that goes commenting saying, Danny, you forgot the chest! I didn't. I promise. It wasn't me. Okay. So this is the complicated part, but we're going to do our best explaining it. Dude, we're going to do our best. So let me just check how I want to do this. We want to break out this here. And we want to grab a glass in line with this here and drag it down. So we want to go back down and drag a glass all the way across like that. Then we want to place 4 spruce wood. And we want to bring this across 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 blocks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It should be in line with the second beetroot. Right there. So second beetroot. And again, it should go back 4 blocks like this. So just like so. And then what we want to do is build up our wall. So we do want to actually put an extra one here. And then we want to bring our wall down right here over to the 6th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then we have... we go up again? We do go up again, like that. And then we have 2 glass on top. It's very complicated because there's a little mushroom farm back there, so that's why it's kind of complicated. Actually, let's add 1 more row here. And then we want to have the 4 glass. And drag it down, leaving that one open. And all this glass should go to the same height as this here. However, on the side over here, this glass goes all the way up to the ceiling. This one goes all the way up to the max height. Right there. So this here is where we have our cactus. And for our cactus, we want all of our cactus to end up at this block. So once we place our sand, want to grab out some sand and cactus. So place sand there, 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 and there. And then also right here, 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 and here. Place a, not up there, we don't want that. We want to place a water there and there. And then in theory, oh gosh, no. Oh, darn it. Disappointment noise. Well, at least I guessed right that it was that. Don't do that. Be careful. Make sure to fill in that. Don't be dumb. This, I forgot to put a 5th one. Oh, gosh. I'm stupid. This is why we have to be careful with water. Life lesson. And controller batteries low. Everything's fine and dandy today. So yeah, hopefully, I really hope I'm not doing the rails wrong. Hopefully I didn't miss a power rail. If I did, then, you know, that's not good. There's one there. But do I have that? I already have that, yeah. So don't do that. What I just did there, don't do that. Valuable lesson. But at least our... Why is our water not flowing correctly? Probably because it went down there. It should be flowing nicely. So, yeah, it should. It should be flowing nicely and connect. Yeah, right there. And then what we want to do is put a 2 glass on top and then 1 to the right. And then we're going to do 2 glass, 1 to the right, break these. Or you can do to the left. That works as well from these. We just want glass. That's not sand. We want glass in between all these, like this way. So 2 glass and to the left. 2 glass to the left. So then there should be the 3 glass like that. And then we have our cactus. And when it tries to grow, it will break itself on the glass and be wonderful. Wonderfully broken for us, for our purposes today. But this time what we want to do is we want to bring our spruce down until we are in line 1 with this. You see where it goes? There's 2 blocks here. Where there's 2 blocks right there. That is where we want to line it up with, like that. And it should also be, yes, that's where we want to line it up with. And then we want to fill all this in with our spruce. Fill it all in with the spruce. Like that. And again, we want to wrap our glass around. And do not miss this. Do not. Make sure to fill it in. And this is the chamber that goes all the way up to the roof. So connect this all the way up. All the way up to the roof. Like this. It's very chaotic in here. It's kind of cool, but it's chaotic. But it's kind of cool. So there's that there. Okay. And then in front of that, we want to place 1 row, 2 row, 3 row. Like that. Looking fine and dandy. Now what we want to do is we're going to need some glass panes as well. I gotta make sure I'm not missing any, because I might be. Okay, no. So what we want to do is grab out our glass panes, and then we want this. So also we're gonna need some dispensers and buttons again, with more water in it. There's a lot of water. I think we need 2. Yeah. With the button. And then where's our wonderful plant? This chorus flower. It's our wonderful, magnificent plant. So we go to that corner there, place 1, leave a gap of 3, another gap of 3, like so. And then if you go to the middle of this, drag it forward. Middle, drag it forward. And then you should be able to place your plant on all these. Yeah, you can. Awesome. So our buttons should be right here and here. So to the left on this block and right of this block with a dispenser. I did that the wrong way around. It should be the block on the top and the dispenser on the bottom. Like this. Make sure not to press it yet. That would be bad. So there's that. And then you could put, what you're going to want to do is put a block, build 2 blocks up actually on every one. And then on this side, there, and there, not in the front, and there. Just do this all the way, but not in the front. So not in the front of any of these. We want to place glass, and then you could break this. So now you can put in your chorus flowers, and in theory they should grow and do a thing. So that's kind of cool. That's what they should do. No promises they will, because I don't know if they glitch on this version, but that's what they should do. Okay, and now the last one here, we have to connect the spruce planks all the way to the end here, and just like this. Looking good. And then we want to make our glass a total of 4 blocks tall. So just wrap it around. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. That's looking fine and dandy. And then we want to grab out our spruce wood and a button, a piston, some jungle wood, which we have nicely over here. I'm going to be really lazy because I don't want to go in my inventory, even though it's probably faster to. And pick block that. Cocoa beans. And that should be everything we need. So we want a button on the end. 2 blocks tall with a button. And we want the same thing on the other side. Then a gap of 1 and do the same. Gap of 2 and do the same thing. Then we want to put a piece of redstone dust on top of every one of these. And then we want piston, 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 piston. And then we want to fill in the front of it with jungle logs facing up, but you want to leave one side open. It doesn't matter if it's the left or right. I'm going to leave that side open there, and I guess this side open here, because it will get pushed back and forth, so it doesn't matter. And I can't guarantee it will work on this version, and I don't want to test it because I don't want to have to fix it. So, you know, it may work, or the redstone with the pistons may not. Should I try it? Okay, let's do it. I changed my mind. Does it work? No, it doesn't. But, you know, it breaks them, though, so I guess the top ones work. So that's good. But, no, the bottom one does not work unless you did something like that. If you really want to, you can do that. It's up to you. If you want to make it work, you can just do that instead. And there's that. So, you know, they will push somewhat. They're kind of broke on bedrock, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. But actually, you know, there should be torches here. So if you want to make it working on bedrock, just break the bottom one and put redstone. If you don't want it to work and want it to be authentic, then you can just put the torches on these blocks like Stampy has in his actual world. Okay, and now what we're going to be doing is doing the final strip back here of junk, and then that. So this here should be a gap of 1. And then we have a dirt. So there should be dirt there. And then on top of this block, we should have 3 glass. So yeah, I'm sorry for the complications. This is very complicated. Right here, we want to leave these 2 and build this up 1 block below the glass, so it should be 4. Then we want to go diagonally back here and build 1 up. I really wish there was a better way to do this, but there's really not. So we have that dirt, which should be there. Okay, and we also want to build up the middle of this. I'm going to put 1 there. Then I'm going to go back here, put 1 in front, put a dirt. Build this up, put 1 back there, put 1 in front, put a dirt. There should be, you can just place it on top of the rail just if you want to make sure it's right. So there should be 1, 2, 3 pieces of dirt, and there should be spruce blocks there, there, and there at the end. And then this here goes up in line with that. And we want to put torches here, 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 and glass, 3 glass on top of all these. Then what we want to do is break this out, piston, facing this way, piston that way, piston that way. Actually, what we're going to want to do is break that out and put water. Then put a block. Water, block. Water, block. And then we can put an observer with a redstone dust. So the face of the observer should be, we want to face this way when placing it. And then dust. Dust. See, it ignites it. Which should, in theory, you know, I don't know if it pushes the piston. It probably broke again. But, you know, it is what it is. Authenticity. So then, it does work. Yeah, it works. So, there's that. And then your minecart, when going around, will pick that up from down there. So that's looking good. We have this little system here. And right here, if we leave a gap of 1 from here, we leave 1 gap right there. Drag that across, put 1 down there. We also, no, this is fine. We want to, yeah, put that right there and then drag this across. And this should be up 3 blocks. So just like that. Or 4 blocks. Should be up 4 blocks. Then we want to put another ladder. Sorry for the length of this video, by the way. In case you if you like long videos, this one is going to be one of those because, you know, it has to be for the sake of what we're doing. Okay. So in the back here, we can just build this straight across. It doesn't matter how long for now. And we're going to be building some units of unit, I guess. So we want to grab out a... Oh, shoot. I forget whether they're pumpkin or melon. And I don't know how to check. Actually, I do know how to check. That's... Okay. I got it. I am certain. So we want to have some spruce, a torch. We want a piston again. I'm not going to try and pick block it. I'm going to get it from the inventory. So we have a piston. We need some dirt. We need water somewhere. I really don't even know where at this point. Right there. That's where the water is. Okay, now I know. Hopper. A repeater. A redstone dust. And a lever. And hopefully that's all we need for the day. So in the front block here, up top of this rail, we want to put a redstone dust. Then we want a hopper. And another block. And this actually right here, where we have this, so right next to this, we want to drag this down straight across. So this should all be filled in. And then we can put a dirt here. Whoops. Put a dirt here and here. Did I put the ladder? Yeah, I did put the ladder. And then we want to make a little chamber here, like that, for our water. We'll need to grab the material. We'll grab the stuff at the end for it. And then a hopper. The lever should be on top here, facing that way. Turn that on, so that should be activated. This should be built up, and all of this should be covered, including the water like that, and that's what it should look like. Then we should have a torch there. So I know this is slightly complicated, but yes, this is what it should be like. And then the back row, again, goes all the way across. So we have that, and then we have the gap of 1 here. And then this is where, place it on top of the rail there. It happens again, so there just should be a gap in the floor. It is like that. So this should be dragged down. We want 2 blocks sticking out in the gap, so we have 2 there, then we have 2 there. And then we have another 2, and we'll place our torch. So again, we want to place the redstone on top of the rail, hopper, that, and then you could fill it in. And then we have the lever there with our repeater, dirt, little chamber for our water, like that, and fill it in. There's the next one. And now we want to leave the gap of 1, build up our wall. We have to do this 2 more times. 2 more times. So there's that. We forgot our piston, though. Our piston should be here. And here. And then there. So, yeah. So then we have our block hopper. Wait a minute. Yeah, that should be filled in there. Make sure to fill in underneath these blocks. So, like, underneath all this dirt, there should always be a thing. So make sure there's spruce. I may not have made that clear before. Make sure you always put spruce down there. And then we have our dirt and dirt. Little chamber for the water. We can fill that in now. Fill it all the way up. Make sure to fill in this back wall. We have to do this 1 more time after this. Like that. We have our lever, base it pulled, repeater, redstone dust, torch in the gap. Also, remember 2 blocks. I forgot, so you need to remember that. And now the last one, we want another gap. last time. Fill in that so it's the gap. Let's place one there. Redstone. That block. And then we have here. Fill that all in. Lever up here. The repeater. Your dirt. Piston. And then we have water chamber. Fill it all in. Fill that in. I think I missed one. No, I didn't. And fill that in. Perfect. So there is all of that. Actually, this one here is different. We want the lever to be there. On that one. That one's different. Also the first one. We want it to be on the first one. We want it to be there as well. On the block. These are different because we don't want the lever to activate this. That would be bad. Actually, we can, that should be broken out, and that one should be broken out. So this one should go straight to the, this one will be in that gap. This one will be broken out in the gap, and that should be chopped out. No, it shouldn't be chopped out. That should be a wall for the sake of back here. And now the last thing we have is we want to put another, I'm jumping too far ahead. Forgot to get the crops. So the first two, this one here, we want one in the back. Melon. Melon, I think I forgot a torch. I did forget a torch. Melon, melon, and the first two. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Lovely. Now over here, this is where it gets a little bit complicated, but nothing too bad. So what we want is a row of spruce slabs along the bottom here. And then we want to grab out a detector rail with a redstone dust. So we have a detector rail with a redstone dust there. This should come straight back to the wall. Then we go to the left. Did I forget the ladder? I did. So ignore the bottom block, obviously, because of the redstone, and build 3 up. Leave that gap of 1, and we have there and there. So that should go up. Leave a gap of 2, and do that again. And then that should be all that. We want a block there and there with a piston. If you click on the redstone, you'll be able to get it. So click on the redstone to place that there. And we have a row of, we want a birch there. So we want birch there like this, birch in front. That should connect all the way down. We want to grab our slabs again and put the slabs on top, except the piston ones. We don't want them in the piston ones. And then we want to place a row of blocks in front. I'm jumping too far ahead again. Why do I always jump so far ahead? So we want to, at the block below, at the bottom block, so on top of the rail, we want to drag this down all the way to the end. Like so. And next to this lever, we want to fill it in like that. Then we can grab out our mushrooms. And we want to place 3 red, then 3 brown. And then when this one breaks, it should spread to here due to the darkness. And then this, when the minecart goes by, we'll chop it off. So we want to cover on top of it with a spruce, like this, and then place a row of slabs on top. And sometimes the mushroom will even spread on top of here. So that is what it should be like. It should be no light or anything back here, because light is bad in this case. And I think that is everything for the farm factory. Your farm factory should be officially functioning. I forgot something. Hold on. So this is something that I forgot because I'm on Bedrock. So on Bedrock Edition, there is a glitch where the item frames, well, it's not a glitch, it's a feature where you can't put the item frames here. So unfortunately, they will pop off. So if you're on Console Edition, you could put a row of item frames here. But if you're on Bedrock, they aren't there. However, you could put them down here if you'd like. But real quick, I didn't plan ahead for this. So let me grab a screenshot of what it looks like. Okay, so what we're going to do, if you're on Xbox One Edition, you want to place your item frames at the block I'm looking at, but I'm going to place them on the hoppers down here because on Bedrock Edition, you cannot do that. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And we want to grab out a stack of all these blocks, and you will see why in a minute. So we want a stack of that, and then we want a pumpkin with just a carved pumpkin. Then we want a melon block. Where's a melon block? Over here, melon block. And then we want to grab out a brown mushroom and a red mushroom. And then we want a cactus, a chorus fruit, a cocoa bean, and some wheat. And that is all for now. So we just want to go down the line like this. Ignore the brown mushroom, make it red. And stop there. So that's it for that right there. And then what we want to do is place, for all of these, place one of each, or place one in each of them, and then you can just plop them rest in the front. So this, what we are doing here is dragging it down. Well, it doesn't matter where you put it, but we are dragging it down here. So then, if let's say a mushroom came through, you don't want the mushroom to come in here. So what we're doing now is making it so we only the block that we want will go in there. However, for this one, we want brown mushrooms at the back, so then it will get all of them. And it doesn't matter where you put the blocks because they'll automatically fill in, so it doesn't matter. But as long as there's just you don't even need the extra stack if you don't want it. But that's just here because I'm too lazy to get rid of it. So just make sure the only thing that matters is that you have one of each block in there. It doesn't matter how many of the block. If you want to have 10 in each or 1 in each. Whoops, don't want to spin that. That would kill my OCD. That doesn't matter exactly. And yeah. And now the final 4, we need a 4th one. I only, okay. And then here we want to fill in a beetroot, potato, carrot, and where's our nether wart? Where did that do? Wart, there's our wart. So the end should, I forgot to grab out a stack of all them. Stoop, I'm a stoop. Not eggs, we don't need eggs. So we have nether wart, and then we have to grab, I think there's a poisonous potato in there as well. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, just in case. So the last one's like that. And then we have a potato. There. Oh, what do I always spin it? A carrot and then a beetroot. So you could fill in your beetroot. Like that. Or you can just back out. I guess that's the way of doing it. Then a potato. And the last one should be a poisonous potato. Then you want carrot. Like there. And then the last one is a nether wart. So yes, this has been a very, very long video. I don't know how long it is for you, but it's been a while for me. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and crush that bell so you'll be notified every single time we upload or go live. This has been Danny, and I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day, guys. Goodbye.